Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to another book review, and this time the name of the book is Looking for Alaska. Now, without further ado, let's begin. Now, the setting and premise of this book is interesting. The novel takes place at Culver Creek Boarding School in Alabama. It follows Miles Pudge Halter, a quiet and socially awkward teenager obsessed with famous people's last words. Feeling bored and lonely with his old life, Miles transfers to Culver Creek searching for what he calls the great perhaps, a life that feels meaningful and exciting. The main characters of the story is Miles Pudge Halter, the narrator of the story. Miles is thoughtful, insecure, and eager to reinvent himself. At Culver Creek, he experiences friendship and emotional intensity for the first time. Then we have Alaska Young, charismatic, beautiful, and unpredictable. Alaska loves books, cigarettes, and pranks, but hides deep emotional pain and guilt. She is both magnetic and self destructive. Next up, we have Chip, the Colonel, Martin, Miles' roommate and closest friend. He is intelligent, strategic, and fiercely loyal, often leading the group's pranks. And lastly, we have Takumi, a quieter member of the friend group who is observant and often underestimated. Now, the before section, the novel is divided into before and after. The before focuses on Miles entering Alaska's world. Life at Culver Creek, Miles quickly becomes part of a tight knit group. He experiences smoking, drinking, late night conversations, and elaborate pranks. For the first time, he feels like he belongs. Miles and Alaska. Miles develops a strong crush on Alaska. She flirts with him and trusts him emotionally, even though she has a boyfriend. Miles idealizes her, seeing her as exciting and mysterious. Alaska's inner struggles. Alaska's Alaska reveals that she blames herself for her mother's death and lives with constant guilt and emotional pain. She hides this behind humor and recklessness. The themes in the before. Key ideas include identity and growing up, friendship and loyalty, love versus idealization, pain hidden charm, reckless living versus searching for meaning. Miles feels alive but doesn't fully understand how fragile Alaska truly is. The turning point. One night after drinking and talking, Alaska becomes emotionally unstable. She receives a phone call that deeply upsets her and insists on leaving campus immediately. Despite being drunk and concerned, Miles and the colonel helps her drive off campus. This decision changes everything. Now, for the after section, the next morning the school announces that Alaska has died in a car crash. After colliding with a police car, Miles and the colonel are devastated and overwhelmed with guilt for letting her leave. Grief, guilt, and questions. The second half of the novel focuses on the grief. The group becomes obsessed with understanding. Was Alaska's death an accident or suicide? Could they have stopped her? What was she thinking that night? They learned Alaska had forgotten the anniversary of her mother's death and had wanted to visit the cemetery, which explains her panic but not fully her actions. Healing and acceptance. Miles and the colonel grow closer as they mourn. They argue, blame themselves, blame Alaska, and slowly accept that they will never get a complete answer. Grief does not provide clarity, only understanding. Alaska's meaning. Alaska symbolizes mystery and emotional complexity. the danger of idealizing people, and hidden suffering behind charisma. Miles realizes he loved the idea of Alaska, not the full reality of who she was. Resolution the Great, perhaps. By the end, Miles accepts that suffering is unavoidable. He learns that forgiveness of Alaska and himself is the only way out of the labyrinth of suffering. Though Alaska is gone, loving her changes him, and he moves forward with greater empathy and purpose. For a final summary, Looking for Alaska is a coming of age novel about friendship, love, loss, guilt, and emotional growth. It shows how one complicated person can deeply shape your life and how learning to live with unanswered questions is part of growing up. That will be all. This was a very heavy story. It really hit me really hard for some reason. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. And this might be the last book review, so we might not see each other again, but who knows? Maybe we will. In another life. Who knows? But never forget to eat well, drink well, rest well, sleep well, stay safe, and remember to always love yourself. Because you are all absolutely amazing. And you are all an absolute blessing to this world. Alright? Hey, be proud of yourself. Because I'm proud of you. Alright? Cheers to a kinder and happier tomorrow. Till we all meet again, where the west wind blows and where flowers bloom in the summer. Till next time, everyone. This is Kaito, signing out. Bye bye.